Hey everyone, so I want to do an unboxing and sort of a brief review for the Canon Speedlite 430EX Mark III RT. The Mark III RT part is because it's a flash that's been out for a while, but now it features the remote control that was in the 600, the radio frequency control, which is pretty awesome because it's significantly less expensive than the 600. And if you were to buy just the radio transmitter to go on your hot shoe of your camera, it costs about the same amount as this light. So why get just the transmitter when you can get the transmitter and a pretty powerful light to go with it? Not as powerful as the 600, but pretty powerful. Also with it, we got 2 packs of Eneloop Pro batteries. They are excellent batteries. They look really awesome. They're black. They're Panasonic's Eneloop Pros, and more importantly, they perform excellently. The crucial part about them is that their recycle time is so low that when you use them on your speedlights, the speedlight is ready over and over and over again. You don't have to wait for it to charge up or recycle. Also, they have a great capacity. They have a high amount of recharges, so they have a long life, and they're a little bit pricey, but they're worth it. They're the best batteries I would recommend for any speedlight. Let's get into the unboxing and the review. Alright, so now that that's open, let's take a look inside. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. There's a bag. Pretty good bag. It's got writing on it. Writing's orange. Smells like old Super Nintendo cartridges. It's getting foggy in here. Alright, okay. Then you've got the little pouch that often the Canon Speedlights come in. Inside is a spider web with a flash inside of it. Let's see. So the 430 is actually considerably smaller than what I thought it was going to be. I'll show you the 600 in a minute to show you what I thought it was going to look like. So set that there. Also inside the carrying case is the footed hot shoe, so you can put the flash on the table or screw it into a 1/4 inch light stand. Also in the box is looks like an accessory bag. Doesn't really smell like anything. And you've got a clip to go on the front. This looks like a, I don't know, medium orange maybe. And then you've got a little diffuser. Now this is interesting. The bigger speedlights don't come with this one. They just have the pop down spread and then the reflector, but they don't come with this type. They have a clear plastic one that you can put filters on, but this little bit of a diffuser. And then there is a CD because in case this is 1997 and you need to install the drivers for your flash. Actually, I think it's probably just the instruction manual. But good news, it's for Windows and for Macintosh. It also comes with a whole bunch of letters and circles, and that's a real nice feature. And then the rest is just your warranty card and your manual, as you would expect it at the end. Now, the cool thing about the 430 Mark III is that now it has the same radio transmitter properties as the 600, which is significantly more expensive. As you can see, the 600 is significantly larger. Now, it does provide quite a bit more power. The numbers are actually an extended version of the guide number. So the 600 is a 60 and the 430 is a 43. If you're into photography equipment, this should mean something to you. It's the amount of feet, I think, at which 100 ISO is achieved or something to that effect. But basically 60 is more powerful than 43 and so on down the line. But the cool thing is that the 600 has the whole built-in transmitter aspect to it as well, but the 430s never did. But now with the Mark III, it does. I haven't used one of these yet, but I have a 5D Mark III over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it both ways. There was some controversy there for a while from about which modes the 430 would allow, whether you could be master on radio and on optical, or just a slave on both, or master and slave on one but only slave on the other. So we're going to give it a whirl and rule that out once and for all. So here I have my sack of batteries, and these are Eneloop Pros. So a couple cosmetic things. I mean, it's no big deal. I noticed that the battery cage doesn't have quite the fit and finish of the 600. Keep in mind that it's almost half the price, so that's nothing to really whine about. Also, the dial is a little bit nicer and it's more in line with the newer cameras. This one kind of has well, it's actually pretty nice. It has a very smooth, almost like resemblant of an old iPod click wheel. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, so I turn this one on. Set it, there's wireless off, linked shot, radio master, radio slave, optical slave, and optical individual slave. So that goes to show that there is no optical master. So the only looks like Canon Speedlite in the current line that you can get an optical master on would be the 600. But you know, I don't think that you're really going to miss it because the radio transmission mode is probably what you're going to want to have anyway. Okay, so we've got the 600 on Radio Master, and we have the 430 on Radio Slave. Let's take a shot. Both flashes fired. So, put the proof out there. Okay, we're going to take a shot. Okay, so now let's switch it. The exciting thing about this is the fact that, like I said, if you get just a radio transmitter for your camera, you're going to spend almost the same amount as you would spend to get this whole light unit, but you'll also get the light included. So if this can control the 600s, then for what we do, that's fantastic, because we can use the 600s more positionally and take full advantage of their power and just have the on-camera light. You can even turn it off if you want, but still have the ability to turn it on when you want. We're just going to go in here and set it to Radio Master now, and we're going to set the 600 now to Radio Slave. Okay, so let's take a shot. Let's see if this works. Okay? Okay, so there we go. So the 430 can control the 600. So let's say, for this situation now, that you wanted the on-camera unit to operate just as a transmitter, and you wanted it to be able to control all the other lights in your group. So all the other lights in your setup, I think you can control up to 15 speed lights. So here you have, this one will be set to 1/128th power as we did, and you can imagine a whole bunch of other lights set up and controlled in the group here. And now when we fire the shot, this one you should notice should be a lot dimmer than it was before, and this one won't even fire, but this one still will be able to control this one. Here we go. So it worked, I think, exactly how we wanted it to. So last feature I wanted to cover that I think is really cool too is the remote release. So this one's set to Radio Slave, and I'm going to select the mode. It says REL, which is release. So now you can use it like a remote. So when I press the button on here, it takes a picture, it activates the shutter and uses whatever flash settings you have. So it works like a radio control for your camera. So if you were doing shots where you wanted to keep it still and you didn't want to touch the camera while pressing the shutter, this is a great option. Or secondly, if you wanted to move around this light, so you had to hold it and you were trying to fuss with something, but you didn't want to be near the camera's on-camera light, you can set this one up wherever you need it and then press the button and it will fire remotely like that. So pretty cool features. I'm really happy with the 430. It does everything that we wanted to do. Basically, gives us a transmitter on top of the camera without spending the amount of money that you would spend on just a transmitter. We also get an extra light. And although it doesn't have as much power as the 600, the 430 offers a decent amount, like a significant amount of power that should be fine for most practical applications. This is a great speedlight for the cost. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put a link in the description for where you can find this product, where I found it, and where the cheapest price is. And please like if you like this video below, and add a comment if you have more products that you want me to review, or any other content you'd like me to do, or just if you have general feedback about the video, I'd love to hear it. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And that's it, so thanks for watching.